So hello everybody and welcome to today's Section 5 matchup between Hornell and Waco. I'm Bob Pleisher broadcasting from the Simmons and Rockwell broadcast booth. Matthew Clark on the mound for Waco. Gates Miller to lead things off like he has done all year for the Red Raiders. 2 pitches, 2 strikes against Gates. Right back to Clark. And Clark throws it low, but nice scoop that time by number 22, Charles Mulford.
Batting second and playing left field, number 7, Wyatt Argentary.
Argentary fouls one off. Argentary it's 1-1 to Argentary. Hornell coming off the 1-0 victory yesterday at Wellsville in a game that saw Hornell batters strike out 17 times. There's a base hit.
Woo! Good job, bud.
So we have a hit here by Argentary.
Now batting third and playing third, number 1, Gennaro Pico.
Throw over to Argentary. This is Pico. Throw over to Argentary is going to be able to advance. Matthew Clark. Going to send Argentary back to second with the ball out of play. I'm surprised how the ball went out of play. Because the fence that goes right to the ground over here, I don't see any kind of, maybe it got stuck, I don't know. And there's a strike 2 to Pico. Pico with an infield hit.
Nice, G. Come on, Jake. Come on, Jake.
Now batting fourth and catching, number 11, Jake Ponticello.
Ponticello is his real name. Did you know that? Yeah, when they moved to Hornell, everyone started calling him Ponticello, so they kept it. Yeah, ask him. That's what they told me. Yeah, Todd and.
Sorry, G.
Yeah, he did well, I think, against Hornell, throwing batters out. That's why I was shocked they sent Pico that time. And the third out. It's in the dirt. This is Marcus Brum, 11th grader. Brum chops that foul. That one's up against the wall. Fence. Brum comes in with the double.
And now batting second and playing third base, number 4, Isaac Mellenbecker.
Isaac Mellenbecker up now. That one's in the dirt. That's low. Standings coming into today's game. Hornell did retain third position, but can be hurt with a loss here today. May drop down to 4th place, so we'll see what happens upon this. Talking to the Waco head coach earlier, and he said he could end up facing Wellsville instead of Dansville. It would happen depending on what happens today as well, and he'd just soon not to face Dunbar. He said after Dunbar struck out 17 batters against Hornell, 17 Hornell batters, should say, yesterday. So I don't think anyone wants to face him if he continues to put that type of performance together for Wellsville. That one's high, walks him, so 2 on.
Now batting third, the catcher, number 42, Ethan Loop.
Ethan Loop, the 9th grade catcher. Loop lifts one. It's going to bring home some runs. And a triple, no, double for Loop.
Now batting fourth, the left fielder, number 13, Tony Shermer.
Nice play by Rose.
Batting fifth, playing second base, number 2, Matthew Feynman.
this Feynman? That's going to drop in. Another run comes home. Ooh, Rose stumbles. Hope he's all right.
Now batting sixth, the right fielder, number 10, Nolan Cotter.
Ball gets away. This is Dolan Cotter. I'm trying to keep the book here, and it's so hard to get whenever they're hitting on first pitches to keep everything together here. So Finan, line drive to left field. It would be nice if I keep the score too, right? There we go. That one's high.
Let's go 1-3. Come on, Andrew. Come on, buddy. You got this.
Ball's outside. 3-1. And it's going to be a foul. Full count. And strike three. So that's the second out here.
Now batting seventh, the pitcher, number 5, Matt Clark.
This is the pitcher, Matthew Clark, up. There's a strike. That one's high. 2-2. Davis struggling here early on. That one gets through. Scores another run.
Now batting eighth, playing first base, number 22, Charlie Mulfern.
Hey, you two, come on out.
10th grader, Mulford. Fouls that one off. Two and one to Mulford. And that one gets through.
Now batting ninth and playing center field, number 11, Zach Semmel.
And the third out. So 4 runs score on 4 hits. We go to the top of the second after this.
Costs are rising, and the Ryan agencies are taking action. We trim the cost of your insurance with cutting-edge ideas. Want money back in your pocket? A quick call can result in savings without sacrificing coverage. The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
When it comes to workers' comp, things can change quickly.
The only way to make sure your rights are protected is to have a trusted, committed attorney on your side.
An attorney who has devoted their career to helping injured workers.
Someone to fight for the money and medical benefits you deserve.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Traditional checking accounts are old news. So what are you waiting for? Reach new heights with Apex Rewards checking from First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Apex gives you the option to choose between cash back or high interest with a free checking account that pays you. Plus, ATM fees get refunded. Choose your rewards at FHFCU.org and get one step closer to achieving your financial goals.
Shawnee Rose lead things off here for Hornell, top of the second. Find themselves down 4-0. Rose fouls one off.
Now batting second baseman, number 33, Devin
There's Isaac Mellenbacher with that nice play. Fouled out to Shermer.
Now to the plate, number 13, the pitcher, Andy Davis. Go, Andrew.
Oh, nice try. You got to watch the fence there. There's no protection, so.
Come on, Andrew, you got this. Nice, easy swing.
Right back to Clark. And a 1-2-3 inning. Oh no. Taking you back to the standings again there. Geneva's the only team besides Hornell that's playing today in Class B1. And not sure, I think if they do lose, they will drop below Palmac. Palmac has led the way pretty much all season until 2 days ago. Until yesterday, in fact. And Geneva is playing back-to-back games, won yesterday, but I think if they lose today, they do lose that status and drop down to second place. B2, like we talk about Waco. Waco, I believe, is the only team in B2 that is playing today. And I think if they do lose, I think, if I understand that, they will drop down to second place, and then they might have to play Wallsville. That's the way. Right now they play Dansville, I believe. I can't remember exactly. Oh, I could be wrong. There might be other games today in B2. I didn't look that up, to tell you the truth, but I did say when talking to the head coach for Waco, Steve Wagger, he said that they could end up playing Dansville or Wellsville depending on what happens today. Today's game brought to you by Simmons and Rockwell Ford. Simmons and Rockwell Nissan, right across the street from each other. Make car buying simple when you drive your deal by shopping at either one of these two great locations, Simmons and Rockwell. MysticMedia.com, your small business digital success partner, web development, shirt optimization, blog content, and so much more. Log on to Mystic Media. Butler Excavating and Concrete. Butler Excavating and Concrete. I can say that right. 324-7400. Thanks, guys, up on the hill. City View Towing, Transport, and Auto Repair as well. So Charlie Oyer pitching for Hornell now. First pitch. It's up against the fence. Tell you, they're hitting today, that's for sure. First pitch.
Now at the plate, number 42, Ethan Luke.
Ethan Loop, 1 for 1 today. Hit a hit to right field. Boyer moves from first base here to pitching, and then Wyatt Argenteri comes in. He's number 7 here on first base for Hornell. third base hit. Brem scores. Mellenbacher also scores.
Now stepping into the box, number 13, Tony Shermer.
Tony Shermer grounded out to Shawnee Rose at short, his first at bat. No outs here. 2 runs in the bottom of the second for Waco. Full count. That's high. So Shermer earns a walk.
Now batting number 2, Matthew Feynman.
Runners at first and second. Charles Feynman. 2 straight pitches offered with the bunt. Is 0-2. Feynman had that line drive to left field in the first inning. It was 1 for 1 today. Ooh, that one's high.
Now in the box, number 10, Dolan Cotter.
So Loop crosses the plate on the wild pitch. Dolan Cotter. 1-2 to Cotter. Struck out his first at bat. And run, run. Pico. For the second out.
Come on, 2-4. Come on, Charlie.
Now stepping to the plate, number 5, Matt Clark.
Clark, the infield hit. So far for him today. He pops one up. And Davis underneath it. So a couple more runs for Waco. 7-0. We'll be back after this.
What if you could feel in control of your retirement in just a few clicks? At aceyourretirement.org, you can. Start with a free 3-minute chat with Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer some simple questions like, how do you feel about your ability to save for retirement? Or in how many years do you want to retire? To get free action items customized just for you, get your retirement back on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
New chapter in local health.
Okay, welcome back. Charlie Oyer up for Hornell. Top of the third, 7-0. Waco, the number 1 seed Waco in Class B2. Matthew Clark still on the mound here for Waco. This one popped up sky high. Nice play by Feynman. Hayden Smith up, the 9th batter in the lineup, 11th grader. Good talk with his parents. They happened to be watching yesterday. Couldn't make yesterday's game. We were talking about I talked about dementia and Alzheimer's about my father, and she's going through it too, as Mrs. Smith, with her mother. Tough disease, and I show that commercial on air here. And Smith goes down. Gates and Miller. Grounded out to the pitcher. Is 0 for 1 today. 1-1 count to Gates. And the third out. So bottom of the third. Today's game brought to you by MysticMedia.com, your small business digital success partner, web development, search optimization, blog content, and so much more. Log on to MysticMedia.com. Mystic Media. Thanks, Jim Moore. Butler Excavating and Concrete, City View Towing, Transport, and Auto Repair. Call 324-7400. Thanks, Brian Butler, Mike Hess, and the rest of the crew up there at Butler Excavating and Concrete. John and Dagan, General Trial Practice, proudly serving the Southern Tier since 1989. Call 607-324-6690, the corners of Church and Genesee Street in Hornell. The best Italian cuisine around is at the Italian Villa. The portions will send you home stuffed and with extra meals for the next few days. That's how much food they give you at great prices and the great taste at the Italian Villa. Thank the Argenteri family over 60 years of bringing you the best Italian cuisine. Ed's Computer Sales and Service, 180 Main Street in Hornell, 324-6424. Need a new computer or one repaired? It's Ed's Computers. Okay, back to the game.
Now in the box number 22, Charlie Mulford.
So Mulford up. Mulford lifts it. Nice job by Daniel Barnett Jr.
Number 11, Zach Semmel steps into the plate.
And it pulled him off. Throw a little high.
Stepping back into the box, number 7, Marcus Brem.
So top of the order. Brem with a couple hits. Hit is 2 for 2 today. Brem, shortstop here, looks at a strike, 1-1.
Do that again, bud.
Boyer on the mound. Said no tag. Nice job to get around him. Andrew Davis with a wonderful catch. I didn't think I saw it because of the blocked by everybody, but
Nice catch, Andrew. Now back in the box, number 4, Isaac Mellenbacker.
so Davis makes a beautiful play out there. This is Isaac Mellenbacher, who's been on base twice. He walked in the first inning and hit to left field in the second. Nothing like coming to bat 3 times in 3 innings. Top first 3 innings. Ooh, nice pitch. This is Ethan Loop. Wow, the dive in there. That was Mellenbacher, I apologize. Got ahead of myself.
Now stepping to the plate, number 42, Ethan Luke. I would love to know what that meant.
Come on.
And this is Ethan Loop up. Stealing machines here. I always never understood why Hornell High School, not just Hornell, but any high school doesn't try stealing more. I know there's situational. Nice try. Pico slips. Another run comes home.
Now batting number 13, Tony Shermer.
Tony Shermer grounded out to short and walked. Another stolen base. Amazing. This might drop in. Yeah, it is.
Now stepping into the box, number 2, Matthew Feynman.
Everyone's running. This one lifted. And Rose catches it for the third out.
Come on, Hornell. Let's go, Wyatt. Come on, 7.
Now batting for Hornell, number 7, Wyatt Argentary.
So Wyatt Argentary up. Wyatt's 1 for 1 with a hit in the first inning. Joe Flint talking to Ryan Conklin. Met Ryan when he was a teenager, maybe 10, 11, maybe before he was a teenager, 10, 11, and 12. His father used to manage the building, did a great job. God rest his soul, his father. Argentary.
All right. Good hit.
Come on, G.
Gennaro Pico up. Picture perfect. Nice play by Bram.
Now batting number 11, Jake Concasello.
Bam, another one. Quick 1, 2, 3 inning here. We'll be back.
In doing the work you do, if you're hurt, we'll help you through.
Don't be fooled. Video hearings are as critical as appearing in person.
Make sure your rights are protected.
Your employer has trained specialists on their side.
And the judges work for New York State.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual, and she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, "Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you, and we'll figure it out."
Hi, I'm Jim Dagan, and along with my daughter Laura, own and operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home was established way back in 1883 by my great-great-grandfather and is the oldest family-owned funeral home in the area. We offer traditional funerals for all faiths as well as low-cost cremation services, and we will be happy to assist you with pre-planning and inflation-proof financing.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
A nice 68 degrees here in Waco as General Pico's in to pitch for Hornell. Nice to get some of these players in and, different positions working on their game a little for sectionals. Again, this is the last regular season game, entire Section 5. Hornell sits in third position, but looks like they're going to drop down to fourth if they do not come back here. Waco will remain in first if they can hold on. Waco defeated Hornell earlier this year 11-3 in Hornell. Popped foul. It's inside. Dolan Cotter. Two and two to Cotter. Struck out and grounded out to third. He actually grounded out to Pico, who's now pitching when Pico was on third. Very nice of the crew in the concession stand here in Waco, bringing me food. They appreciate being able to sit home and watch games and have grandparents and other family members being able to watch it, and I'm glad I'm able to bring it to you guys. An exciting game if you're a fan of Waco, but not so much for Hornell. Hornell had their excitement yesterday with that 1-0 win at Wellsville. After Hornell was struck out 17 times, they still able to win 1-0 yesterday. As Pico strikes out Cotter. This is Matthew Clark, 1 for 2 today. Had that infield hit during that first inning barrage that they saw them go up 3-0. Someone's Ring doorbell keeps going off. Mute it. Did he get hit? Nope. 2-1. Popped up right to me. Former Hornell catcher couldn't catch it. Warriors here, and he's given up baseball. Work on his studies at Princeton. Kind of an interesting story. He wanted to play college baseball, but had some issues with his shoulder that got worse as he got older. And I guess it was a condition that he was born with, on both shoulders, so it's wasn't able to play college ball, but he said got admitted to Princeton, and I'm sure he'll do great things in the future there. So 2-2. That one out of play. That's a window, I think. Nope. And then the ball was thrown in. I'm not sure if G or Gennaro, G was watching what was going on or what was happening there. Let's see if you can see if Gennaro was looking to see if a car gets hit. Two and two. Clark still battling here. Worked his way in first base.
Now stepping in for Wayland Cohocton, number 22, Charlie Mulford.
So Charles Mulford popped out to center, popped out to right. 0 and 2 today. 0 for 2 today. Sectional play commences next week. This facility is just like Hornell's. It's that deep space behind home plate where it's, if anything happens like that with the ball, or did they say foul tip? Or what did they just do? That was just a strikeout, must be. This is Michael Gamel. I'm sorry, Zachary Semmel. Sorry, Zach. Gamel, Semmel. Not even close. 1 out. Pico pitching for Hornell. That is amazing. This is deeper than Hornell. This between the plate and the backdrop. So that's the 3rd out. Pico with the fastball, a little smile on his face. Just want to use your love tonight. I saw these guys in concert in 1986 at the Silver Stadium up in Rochester. How many people remember those concerts? I saw Foreigner, Aerosmith, these guys, and Joe Walsh all together. What a great lineup it was way back when. So we go to the top of the 5th. There was one other band there too. I think it was the Hooters. I don't remember what hits they have. And We Dance and Zombies, or All These Zombies, I think was their other song. Anyways, today's game brought to you by Howard Hanna Real Estate Services. Reggie Gambino, your licensed real estate salesperson, 382-3052. Looking to buy or sell a property? Give Reggie Gambino a call. The best auto body repair shop in the area is Maple City Collision. John Birch, tell him he sent you. In fact, I brought it up a million times, but when I was leaving Wayland Cohocton, the school right here, last October, that's when I hit a deer in downtown Wayland. Every time I'm down here now, I'm on the lookout. Came up between some houses and tried to avoid it. But $3,500 damage later, and you never can even tell I had the issue. So great job by Maple City Collision. Chopped off. Today's game also brought to you by Valley Apparel and Designs. They do custom apparel and signage. Anything you need for fundraisers and hoodies, hats, keychains, mugs, anything you want, they can do at Valley Apparel and Designs. And Rose goes down. Nice pitch by Clark. This is Eric Ross. Ross takes a swing.
Now in the box, number 4, Eric Ross.
Come on, Eric.
Ross fouls one back into the pine trees. There's tall pines around here. You can see them in the outfield.
Now batting number 13, Andy Davis.
So strikeout by Ross. Or Ross struck out. Brings up Andrew Davis. There's a strike, 2-1 to Davis. 2 outs here. Top of the 5th inning. Bob Peischer with you, and here's a base hit by Davis.
Now batting for Hornell, number 2, Wyatt Evingham. Come on, Wyatt.
Evingham up. Hornell's 3rd hit in the game. And ground out by Evingham. Bottom of the 5th coming up. I came to get down. So jump around. Hess's Tree and Stump Removal, Bucket Truck Services, Chipping, Stump Grinding. Dependable expert service. Call Lenny Rose 324-1326. And yes, he does take down pine. See how many pines are here in this facility. All the way around it. Beautiful facility here. Pico remains on the mound. Jump around, jump around, jump up. So 1 run will win it here as the 10-run rule is in effect. Starts off with a base hit. Brem does.
Now batting number 4, Isaac Mellenbecker.
So Mellenbacher. Ball gets free. Brem down to 2nd. I think he ripped his pants. Yep, he did. Gotta get new pants for sectional play. Gotta look your best. That's inside. Don't forget Saturday morning in Hornell at the Hornell High School, a kids quarter miler will be taking place. The registration starts at 9:30 at the football stadium and track facility. $5. Your kids, age groups, boys and girls from 2 to 12. We've had as many as 300 kids in the past run, and last year we had 170, and we had it in August last year. So this year we've returned it back to its original place pre-COVID at May 20th. Supposed to get a couple of sprinkles, but not a full-out storm by any means, and it's a 60% chance of rain. So there is 40% chance that it won't rain, and there's a 10% chance of that. so. Does anybody get that reference? From the Naked Gun movies. Three and one. Rose underneath it for the first out.
Now making his way to the plate, number 42, Ethan Luke.
That was Mellenbacher. Ethan Loop, whose 3 for 3 loop is. He's got a hit to right field, hit to center, and then an infield hit. Now, if he hits to left here, is that the high school version of a, well, almost. He was a little ahead of that. High school version of, mental block. Jeez. I'll think about it. Uh-oh, coming my way. Oh, and 2. That's in the dirt. Can't believe I can't remember what I was trying to talk about earlier. Oh, a cycle. Gee, that's what it was. Jesus. So he needs to hit it to left for my high school version of a cycle. An infield hit to right, hit to center. Now hit to left would. But nice play. Nice play by Effingham.
Now batting number 3, Owen Wolfinger.
So Owen Wolfinger up. And the third out, nice play. So Hornell and that's Eric Ross, by the way, with that play. So we go to the top of the 6th. We'll be back.
Costs are rising, and the Ryan agencies are taking action. We trim the cost of your insurance with cutting-edge ideas. Want money back in your pocket? A quick call can result in savings without sacrificing coverage. The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
When it comes to workers' comp, things can change quickly.
The only way to make sure your rights are protected is to have a trusted, committed attorney on your side.
An attorney who has devoted their career to helping injured workers.
Someone to fight for the money and medical benefits you deserve.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Clark looking to continue on here and get the complete game victory. Oh, he's got another inning to go, but if they don't score at the bottom of the sixth. That's nice hustle over there to get underneath that. Beautiful job by Joseph O'Neill. Gets Miller up. Oh, and it gets under. Nothing he could do. Mulford.
Now in the box, number 7, Wyatt Argentary.
And a balk. Wow. Well, I'm confused at why. Well, okay. That was awesome. Where the third baseman didn't go over there.
Now batting number 1, Gennaro Pico.
He called him off, that's why, but that's good hustle. So Pico up with 2 outs. Now, to be this game, if it does go to the 7 innings, well, I'm not going to bring it up. Never mind. I don't want to jinx myself. 0-2 to Pico. And strike 3. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 9-0. Today's game brought to you by Strobel Supply, 40 Shawmut Industrial Park in Hornell. They're a 3M dealer and a DuPont dealer. Go to strobelsupply.com. Check out their complete inventory. Dr. Ellie Mansour, sports medicine physician, orthopedic surgeon at the brand new St. James Hospital. It's not brand new now, it's a couple years old, but still new in comparison to most hospitals. It was one of the newest hospitals in the country back in 2020. Remember that opened in March, I believe, of 2020, St. James did, and that's when the whole world shut down basically for COVID. Today's game brought to you by the Dagan Funeral Home, 38 Church Street in Hornell. Cremation services only $16.95 plus a crematory fee. Lowest cremation services around the Dagan Funeral Home. Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorney's offices in Buffalo, Rochester, New York City. Call 585-262-COMP for Connors and Ferris. Connors and Ferris. The Ryan Agencies, Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. Thanks, Chef Ryan, for all your support of everything. He's a big supporter, too, of the Kiwanis Club. But like I said, we're having the quarter miler Saturday morning, so bring your grandchildren, your kids to it. Ages 2 through 12, no pre-registration necessary. St. James Hospital, we're going to have the helicopter there, hopefully, if depending on the weather. So, should be a fun day. Simmons and Rockwell Ford, Simmons and Rockwell Nissan, right across the street from each other. Thanks, Roger at Simmons and Rockwell. Pico still on the mound here for Hornell. This is Charles Feynman at the bat, up at the plate. Up to bat at the plate. Feynman walks. Can't imagine they're going to be stealing, but maybe. They might want to get this game over. He is. See how he gets a lead here. Or how when he takes off. The second he starts his motion. I want to thank everybody for another wonderful spring of bringing you games. Had some awesome trips, some awesome games on the road. Great hosting by away and visiting team fans and stuff. Always support me, and I'm glad to bring you all this stuff. I most likely will be doing some sectional games. I'm not sure. If not, I'll see you for the Hornell Steamers games, and this should win it. Davis, nice arm. Oh, and he dropped the ball. Ooh. And that's going to win the game. Hopefully Ponticello's all right. That does it. Congratulations again to Waco for winning the B2 regular season. So I want to thank everybody again. We'll see you hopefully during sectional time.
Traditional checking accounts are old news. So what are you waiting for? Reach new heights with Apex Rewards checking from First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Apex gives you the option to choose between cash back or high interest with a free checking account that pays you. Plus, ATM fees get refunded. Choose your rewards at FHFCU.org and get one step closer to achieving your financial goals.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on 2 beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
What if you could feel in control of your retirement in just a few clicks? At aceyourretirement.org, you can. Start with a free 3-minute chat with Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer some simple questions like, how do you feel about your ability to save for retirement? Or, in how many years do you want to retire? To get free action items customized just for you, get your retirement back on track at aceyourretirement.org.